All right, guys, so this is going to be part 2 of the prop firm challenge video. And yeah, in this video, we're going to talk about the psychology you need to pass these prop firm challenges. Stay tuned for the intro. We're going to talk about it. Let's go.
Yeah, this is where I wanna be. Live my life like a vacation, every night a movie.
You can be whatever you wanna be. You can do whatever you wanna do. All you gotta do is put the work in and sit back and watch your dreams come true. You can be whatever you wanna be. You can do whatever you wanna do. All you gotta do is put the work in and sit back and watch your dreams come true.
All right, guys, so the first thing I want to talk about when it comes to these prop firm challenges is I want to talk about the advantages and the disadvantages you have. As a prop firm trader, there are certain rules that you have to pass consistently in order to get funded. So, for example, let's just pull up FTMO. FTMO $50,000 account. This is the thing that traders need to get inside their head when they think about these prop firm challenges. This is a $50,000 account. Passing a prop firm challenge and getting access to this much capital can change any trader's life. But the reality of this is with these prop firm challenges, they usually ask you to make 10% in the first phase. And for the second phase, they want you to make half of that, usually 5%. So as you see, for this $50,000 account, the profit target is $5,000, which is 10%. Your maximum loss is $5,000, which is 10%, and your maximum daily loss is $2,500, which is 5%. So I want you to pay close attention to this. You don't have a $50,000 account. You have a $5,000 demo account because your maximum loss before you lose the challenge is $5,000. It's not $50,000. It's $5,000. So that's your account. And you cannot lose half of your account, which is $2,500 in a day, or else you lose the challenge. So I want you guys to really think about that. Really think about what these prop firms are asking you to do and how skilled of a trader you need to be to actually do it. I just want to do a quick Google search. How much do hedge funds return each year? What's the first thing you see on this Google search? According to Barclay Hedge, the average hedge fund generated net annualized returns of 7.2%. 7.2%. Hedge funds make damn near 8% a year. Let's go back to FTMO's website. FTMO, or pretty much any prop firm, they're going to want you to make 8% or 10%, usually in 30 days. You need to take your $5,000 account and you need to make 10% of $50,000 to pass this challenge. And 10% of $50,000 is $5,000. So you need to basically double your account for you to pass this challenge, because you only have $5,000 that you can lose. You need to make $5,000 to pass your challenge. So you need to essentially double your account without blowing half of your account in a day. That's how you got to think about these prop firm challenges. You can't think big, because if you're thinking and you're trading from a $50,000 aspect, $1,000 risk is not going to be a lot, because you're thinking $50,000 account, but you don't have a $50,000 account. You have a $5,000 account, and in that case, $1,000 would be a lot, because you can only lose 5 trades and you've blown your account. So that's the first thing. That's your disadvantage, is that you have to change the way you think, because they all market it as if you have these large accounts, and psychology is everything in trading. So if you're thinking from the large account aspect instead of the reality, which is you basically need to double your account, then it may be a little bit easier on you. The second thing is people need to really understand market conditions. They need to know when the market is low resistance, and they need to know when the market is high resistance, because if you're trying to trade and pass challenges in high resistance market conditions, especially if you're scalping, you're going to have a hard time making a lot of money and being consistent. So you need to understand when the market conditions are good and when they're bad, because if you start a challenge in a time where the market is not going in your favor and it's just not really moving and you're scalping, then it's going to be hard for you to make money. You're going to be frustrated, and that's going to make your challenge even harder to pass. So you definitely want to start a challenge on a good note if you can. You want to start a challenge when the market is moving. You don't want to start a challenge on like CPI week or NFP week, or a week where the market is going to be heavily manipulated. That's going to make it harder for you. Another thing is, when it comes to these challenges, you want to have a routine. You should do this anyway when you're trading, but you want to have a routine that's going to help your mental be in the right place every day that you step to the charts, because trading is you versus you at the end of the day. So if you're not your best self when you go to the market, your decision making will be slewed. So, you know what I'm saying? You got to have a routine that's going to have your mind tight every morning you hop on those charts. And especially when it comes to challenges, because you really got to be, I mean, you just saw what they're asking you to do. They're asking you to double your account. So you really got to be on point when it comes to trading a challenge. Let's just talk about Steph Curry for a second. When it comes to routine, you'll see him do the same routine before every game. Every single game, he's gonna do the same routine. All professionals are gonna have the same routine before they show up to the market. And he does that so he can be his best self during the game. And we need to do the same thing as traders. We need to take care of our mental health and our mind. Every morning, we gotta make sure that we're in a good space. If you're not in a good space, you shouldn't trade because your decision making is gonna be off. That's just the reality of it. Another thing, when it comes to trading challenges, you have to be able to handle losses. And you need to be able to handle losses well. And the reason is because they're one of two ways that you lose money when it comes to trading challenges. You either keep buying smaller challenges and failing them over and over because maybe you're more careless about them because they cost less, and you know that you can easily get another one, so you're just really just, you know, doing whatever you want on the charts. That's one way to lose a lot of money because those add up. Another way to lose a lot of money trading a challenge is if you purchase big challenges and then you try to hit these big home runs because you purchased a $100,000 account and you're trading as if you have a $100,000 account instead of whatever the account size really is, your maximum drawdown. You're gonna blow your account because you're gonna be over leveraging. So it's one or two ways that you really lose a lot of money trading challenges, and we just got to be aware of these things, man. If we're aware of these things, we're able to embrace the challenges that we have when we're trading these prop firm challenges, and we're able to be successful with them. Prop firms, let's just talk about why they are harder to trade than live accounts. Prop firms are harder to trade because as a trader, we want to be detached from the outcome. We don't want to gamble, but we want to understand that losses are going to happen. They're the cost of doing business. So we know that if we trade with an edge and we use proper risk management and we're disciplined and we stick to our rules, we know that that's going to give us an edge in the market. So we need to do this over a longer period of time. We need to not be so attached to just this one trade. Like when you can detach from the outcome of these trades, you'll be less emotional in the market. If I know that every time, let's just think about this, because I know everybody who's ever traded, they've opened a demo account and they've traded with like a penny lot. Think about how when you lose with a penny lot, you're not affected at all. If you lose an account on demo, in most cases, you're not really affected at all. You can take another trade like it's nothing. And the thing is, we have to care less about the outcome of each individual trade and more so look at the bigger picture, which is that if we really have an edge in the market over a longer period of time, we're going to be profitable. Even though we have losses throughout the week, at the end of that week or the end of that month, we're going to be profitable if we really stick to our rules because they're there for a reason. They give us that edge in the market. So back to what I was saying, that makes it so much harder to trade a challenge account because with these challenges, we know what a $100,000 account can do for our lives. We know that we just make 1% and it's $1,000 in that 5 minutes or 30 minutes, however long it takes you to make 1%. We know that. So for that reason, we attach more to the trade. We want it even better. If we have a live account and let's say we have a $300 account and we make $100, yeah, that's cool. But we know if we pay $300 and we take a challenge and we win a $100,000 account, we know what that 1% will do for us. We know what that trade that runs from 1 to 5 and gives you 5% will do for us. Like, it's different. So for that reason, we have to really be aware of that and know that we're going to be more attached to the outcome of these trades on a challenge. So we really need to just lock in and be able to just focus on the bigger picture when it comes to trading, period, and when it comes to trading these challenges. That's what's going to get you over that hump of break even. Is you got to know that in the long run, you're going to be more profitable if you just stick to your rules, manage the risk, and just let your edge play out over time. That's all I really got for this video. That's the mindset I try to keep when I'm trading these challenges. I hope y'all was able to get some value from this video. Y'all been rocking with me. I almost got about 4,000 subscribers now. And yeah, man, I appreciate the love. I try to, check every single comment, every question I get, and I really appreciate the love. So if you found this video helpful, feel free to like or subscribe. I'm gonna try to drop more dope content for you as a trader. And yeah, that's all I got for this video. I'm out.